Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And today we'll be talking about some hidden gems, mostly with energy, renewable energy, also with cannabis. Now, there's also another stock I want to talk about is Apple. I think it's about time that Apple start blowing up. And we're going to get into the discussion and we're going to absolutely find out why. So anyway, when we're talking about Apple, there's a lot of things going on with Apple. Of course, a lot of the companies depend on Apple, and also Apple depend on a lot of companies. But we won't get into that. We'll just get into the projected price, with the projected medium, and also the high price that Apple is projected to go out to, based upon a lot of analyst forecasts. Now, when it comes to the stock forecast for Apple, they have Apple already at $125 for its low estimate. I think it's imperative that I show you where Apple currently is right now. So as we're looking at Apple, Apple is already at $125 per share. Okay, Apple is already at $125 per share, and analysts are saying, especially analysts over at CNN Money, they're saying that at a low target price, Apple's 125. So we're already there. The median price, meaning that middle price that they expect that Apple goes to, is 160, with a high estimate of $185. So again, I've been waiting a very long time for Apple really to start to break out, because when Apple did that, was it a 3-to-1 or a 4-to-1 split? We can look at the trajectory here. Now, of course, as we're looking at the stock right here back in March, most stocks dropped significantly, and the value of their particular stock. Okay, so Apple dropped all the way down to $57. So a lot of people, probably you guys, didn't invest in Apple, and I told you guys invest in Apple. There's certain companies, when they do a split, when certain companies go to a dip and a dive, buy into. So right off the bat, if Amazon dips or dives, buy into Amazon. But it's still not too late to invest in Apple, because I expect Apple, let's say here we're reaching June on Tuesday. I'm going to say by November, December, Apple could easily be $150, $160. But definitely by next year, Apple's going to reach 160, unless something just, significant happens to the brand that makes the stock die. But Apple is going to be here for a very, very long time. A lot of you are watching this on your Apple phone, your Apple computer, your MacBooks, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So with that being said, you should definitely invest in Apple, because again, Apple is going to easily reach 161, probably within the next year. And if you buy in at 124, 125, then guess what? You're going to make some really good money with that. So to date, Apple has been up 421%. Okay, 421% at $100. The past year, Apple has been up 57, 58%. And what you're going to start to see is Apple take some dives here. So the past 3 months, they've been up only like 1%. The past month, they've been down 7.3% the past week. And then today, they're down as well. So what am I telling you? I'm telling you to buy Apple. That's what I'm telling you to buy, because that's only going to be money in your pocket. I'm serious about that. It's important that you guys understand that when you add Apple to your bank account, that's what you're going to get inside your bank account. So you guys absolutely invest in Apple. There's no doubt about it. Okay. Right now, Apple at this current price right here, Apple is cheap. Apple is cheap. Okay. So let me just look at the 5-year trajectory again. As you can see, an upward trend. This is a very solid stock that the only reason why you see this one large dip is because of the pandemic. Because of the pandemic, people wasn't going out buying Apple earbuds 1 and 2, your iPhones 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever you have, okay? Me, right now, I'm a Pixel guy, but all phones to me, Samsung, Apple, whatever, they all good, as long as they work, right? But nonetheless, this is a stock that's very, very valuable, okay? They have very intricate parts. They have contracts and deals with schools, Okay, in my son's school, they have a contract with a vendor of Apple to get them Apple computers that they just loan out. Okay, but your student breaks it, then you have to pay for. But these are $2,000 computers. These are $2,000 computers that you guys are giving 10-year-olds, fourth graders. So it's very important that you understand that a lot of schools have contracts with Apple, which makes the stock also valuable as well. And what you're going to start to see is that revenue and those earnings pour in from all those kids that are home on their apples that the school lended out because of the vendorship. So that's something to look out for. But look, okay, Apple the next year going to reach $160, $170. Okay, that is what I believe. That is my prediction. Take it or leave it with a grain of salt. Okay, but let's move on. Nonetheless, let's move on to energy stocks. Energy stocks. Now, there's a lot of them. You have traditional ones. Give me a second here. You have traditional ones like ExxonMobil. Why are they not just going to screen up? Oh, man. You got Shell. You got Next Extra. You got PetroChina. So you have all of these different energy stocks, the ones you're going to get into. So we know that the wave of the future are renewable energy stocks. So here's some of the stocks that you guys should be looking at right here, okay? These are renewable energy stocks, okay? You have Net Extra Energy, Brookfield Renewable, Enphase, Canadian Solar, First Solar, even Tesla. You know, Tesla is big in that game as well. One of my favorites is Plug Power, okay? Solar Edge. You know what? Let's take a look at Solar Edge. Let's see where they're listed at. Solar Edge. There they go, right here. You got First Solar. First Solar is a good one as well. Solar Edge is already up $262, okay? And the past 5 years, they've been up 1,200. So again, when I'm looking at these renewable energy stocks, ladies and gentlemen, they're doing very, very well. Let's pick out another one. Let's go with, what's this one? SunPower. Now, I gave you some information on SunPower last year, but again, these stocks that most people don't talk about is where the money is. You know how you guys are always getting caught up in the most popular name stocks? Like, you know, when NEO came on the scene, the only reason why NEO came very popular, a lot of people like myself, when NEO was $3 and $4, I was talking about it, but nobody was talking about it. NEO shot up to $60, then everybody was talking about NEO. So it goes to show you that unpopular stocks, essentially, who has been showing a steady trajectory of upwardness, is where the money is. Okay, so we're gonna go to SunPower. I've gave this out a couple of times that I believe that people should invest in. Now let's look at this. Okay, so if we look at this, you see where it spiked and then it dropped off. Okay, it was down here at $3, $4, $7. You see this? Then it spiked up to $54 and now it's back down. So that's really volatile. That's not one I would, you know, put my money inside of. This is not one that I would really put my money inside of. So I'll go back to the drawing board. Let's look at Bloom Energy. Now, Sunrun, one of my favorite stocks, but I will go to Bloom Energy first before I go to Sunrun. Bloom Energy, here we go. Let's look at Bloom Energy. Again, this is all renewable energy stocks, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the wave of the future. This came back out in July 25th of 2018. And this is how this particular stock looks, okay? As you can tell, October 30th, 2020, it was down to $12.64. Then February 2020 jumped up to 42, and unfortunately, it's down to 24. So look for these different trends that may occur and how the projection of these stocks are going up and down. What was the other one I was going to talk about? It was, yes, Sunrun, not SunPower, Sunrun. I thought we just looked at Sunrun, didn't we? Didn't we just look at Sunrun? Let me just make sure. Hold on. No. This is the one. This is the one. All right. Yes. Let's look at this one a little bit closer. All right. So Sunrun, over the past 5 years, has been up 692%. Over the past year, 180. I'm going to go down to a month. Now it's down within a month. The week is up to 3%, and today it's up. Okay. I think I have some history on this one. And as you can tell, the analyst rating out of 16 analysts, let me blow this up. Out of 16 analysts, they're saying buy, hold at 6.3%. I agree. Sunrun is going to be very, very profitable. And look at their quarterly earnings. Q4 fiscal year 20, they were down, but they're up, way up from that particular price point. And here's some of my history where I actually had, I don't remember the amount of shares I had, but you can tell right here that I sold, okay, and I got $1,140. Now, if you go back here, it says where I market buy on the 15th of last year, the 29th of last year, $100 here, $100 there, and then I sold it for $1,100. But I can tell you, if you look at the price points here, $63, only bought 1.7 shares. At $54, I bought 2.2, but I sold it at 69. That goes to show you that I sold it at a profit. Now, I forgot the reason why. I can't lie to you why I got out of Sunrun, but it was a reason. And really I shouldn't, because I'm seeing all sorts of people around my neighborhood get into solar, right? Because it's one of those renewable energy. And here's the thing. If you think about solar for your home, don't buy solar panels for your home if you're planning on leaving in the next 5 years. If you're going to be in that house 8, 10, 12 years, then it's profitable to buy solar. Because some people are thinking, oh, I increase the property value of your home. You're not going to get that money back, okay? You're not going to get that money back. And most likely it takes people anywhere from 5 to 10 years to pay off their solar panels. Unless you just got the cash and you just like, boop, I'm paying it off, okay? But in order for you to receive those savings, it's going to take you anywhere from 5 to 8, 10 years, okay? Somewhere in that particular time frame. But there are a lot of renewable stocks that you guys can absolutely invest in. And I think it would be a good idea. Fuel cell. We know we've been playing around with fuel cell a lot. And again, fuel cell has been volatile. People have been getting out of and in of. Now, let me just show you. I think there's a particle. Let me show you. We're going to go over to fuel cell. And the ticker for that is FCEL. And look, right now, fuel cell is down to $10. So over the course of 5 years, it's been up 67, 68%. But look, February 12th, excuse me, it was up to $26.20, and now it's down to $10. Nobody really knows what's going to happen with this stock, okay? As you can tell, this is literally over my threshold of 25%. When the analysts are saying sell, it's at 30%. And that's why you haven't heard me say anything about it. Look at, it's 10 analysts and no analyst is saying buy. They're saying hold it and sell it. So to me, that's very alarming. That's very alarming when no analyst is talking about it to the point where you should buy, okay? So that's why I haven't really been talking about fuel cell lately. There's a lot of things that is happening with the company, but let's move on. So again, there's all of these other renewable energy stocks. Of course, GE, in my opinion, is very valuable because, you know, GE, they also make jet turbine engines. So again, renewable energies, Shell is getting to the renewable energy game. You got British Petroleum with BP. That's getting into renewable energy. So a lot of these, Dominion Energy. Now, that company right there, I heard are doing a lot of good things. Let's look at it very quickly. Let's look at it. The ticker for this is simply D. All right, they're up to $76. Let's look over their 5-year trend. Wow, that's very volatile. Dominion Energy back in 2018 was down to 62. Okay. And this was last year, 2020, when the pandemic, it went down to 67. You know, it's not that bad. They're staying in the 60s. Right now, they are around 76%. But over the course of 5 years, they've only been up 7%. So I'm like, if you invested in the stock 5 years ago, you only made 7% of your return. In the past year, if you would have invested, you lost 8%. The last 3 months, you made almost 10%, 3 months, down 3.2, and then today. So when it comes to Dominion Energy, I heard some really good things about it. So you probably want to do a deeper dive into that particular stock. But then again, we have all these other stocks, Vivint Solar, Brookfield, Apps, Clean Energy. I mean, the list of stocks that are in the renewable energy is is staggering because you have traditional energy companies also in the renewable. So you can get a stock like Shell or British Petroleum, and you're investing essentially in both because they're dealing in both markets. Okay, let's move on to cannabis. I know that's what you guys are waiting for. I know that's what you as guy was waiting for. So right off the back, I'm liking Canopy Growth, Tilray, Coronas Group, Aurora Cannabis. Of course, one of my favorites is Sundial Growers. Let's just go into that one. I like Sundial Growers. I believe that this is a very good stock that you guys should get in. I know it's less than $1. It looks pretty bad, but I still think that you guys should get in, buy, maybe put $10 inside of it. Now it's way across the threshold, which I like. This is what I call a stock gamble. Yeah, stock gamble. And the reason why I'm saying that is because first and foremost, this is not no U.S. Cannabis company has a stock yet because there's federal guidelines and regulations that federally recreational marijuana is not legal, but the states have made it legal in certain states. But with that being said, this is out of Canada. It's part of the 100 most popular stocks, and this is similar to an altcoin with cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin or Cardano or Uphold or something like that. So when I'm saying this is a stock gamble, is that right now this stock is under $1. It's literally under $1. And do I believe that you can make money with that? Yeah, I mean, dude, you spend, you splurge, you burn $20 probably every other day. So why not do it into an investment and just hold it? Yeah, over the past 5 years, it's been down 93%. Over the past year, it's been down 0.9% the past 3 months, down 40% the past month, 5%, down. Oh, past week, it's been up 17%. Somebody's speaking truth to power. Now 4.41%. So here's the thing. When you start seeing these trend of these stocks coming back, this stock is steadily going up right now as we're looking at it. It's already up 4%. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to say it's going into shares. So I'm going to put in 100 shares at 88 something dollars. Okay, I got a deposit here. I'm just going to invest $100 into it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Let me see how many shares I can get. Okay, let me see how many shares I can get with $100. Let's see, 12, that's 98, 99. Let's see if I can get that one going through. They didn't let me. Because the price is fluctuating. That's why they won't let me do it. Okay, let's try it again. Nope. Dirty dogs. Dirty dogs. Let's try it again. All right, I'm just going to play it safe, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go here. We can get this order. All right, so the reason why you see this is occurring is because the price is fluctuating on the live market. So that's why they keep telling me to change to convert it to a limited order where I set a certain price that I don't want to go over. Is because during that transaction, in those fractions of a second, those fractions of a millisecond, the price could actually go up. Okay. So right now I have 105 shares in Sundial Growers. Okay. And we'll go back at the end of this broadcast. I'll go back and we'll just glance at it. That's what we'll do. We'll glance at it. But anyway, so cannabis stocks, I think is very important to your portfolio. Okay. So if you invest in NASDAQ, any cannabis stock that's listed on the NASDAQ stock market, you can invest in. You have Trulieve, Curaleaf, Green Thumb, the infamous and famous Tilray, Cresco Labs. Let's see what else here. We just talked about Sundial Growers. That's the one I just invested in. Organigram Holdings, Terracin. All right, so there's a lot of them. Kushco Holdings. Okay, let's look at Kushco Holdings very quickly. Okay, let's look at Kushco because it got cannabis all in the name, doesn't it? Okay, they're not even letting me. Okay, let's go back to one I know. Let's go right to True Leave. Let's see if that one's going to be listed. Okay. True Leave. All right, so they're not showing any of these ones, but again, when I think about Tilray, I think about that's a very profitable stock to invest in. Now, I can tell you my quick history on Tilray. Okay, so my quick history on Tilray is that when the IPO first came out back in 2018, I invested in Tilray. Tilray was up to 100, as you can tell, $148. Now, as I started to look at the trend of Tilray, it dropped down to around 130, and I sold all my shares. I made a couple of thousand profit on that. And unfortunately, Tilray has not returned. I really haven't done any analytical research to define why the stock has not returned, but I will say that I don't know. I can't with a really good feeling. Look, yeah. So buy at 71%, hold at 85%, sell at 711%. Yeah, this stock right here doesn't give me the warm and fuzzy. Not anymore. Again, I made my thousand with this stock and I left Tilray a long time ago. But when we were talking about stocks, ladies and gentlemen, there's so many stocks of cannabis that you guys can invest in. And the one that I brought up that I just invested in that was under $1 is Sundial Growers. Okay, Sundial Growers. So let's just look at this. What I like to do is, if you click on the emblem, you click on the dial here, you will see all this information about Sundial Growers. Sundial Growers shares look right to rally, meaning that they're going to go up. Sundial Growers is bound to be a surprise summer hit. Okay. Sundial Growers stock is a cannabis turnaround, play with plenty of upside. Okay. Play with plenty of upside. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's not going to cost you a lot of money. It's not going to cost you a lot of money. It's under $1. We're looking at 88, 89 cents. Okay. So again, this is another thing I like to do. Sundial Growers stock forecast. Let's look where the forecast is at. So they got it at 89 cents. Let's say analysts here at CNN Money is saying that it has a medium target of 72 cents with a high estimate of 144 cents and a low estimate of 45 cents. Okay. This is their take on where they believe the stock is going to go. Now, of course, the stock is already past its median target and it's still ticking up in the live market right now. Again, we're around 88, 89 cents when we're rounding up. As you can tell, they already rounded up at 89 cents and the stock is currently up at 4.84%. So we should really be looking at that, okay? And just for a little bit more background information, this is out Calgary, Canada, founded back in 2006. So it has some time behind it. It's not a new stock at all. It's been around for what, more than 10 years. So when we look at that, let's see here. This is very important too. When we're looking at the past of the stock, can you see this? All right. In the past year, this stock, the 52-week high has been $4. Okay. I'm looking right here. Okay. It's been up to $4. And then the week slow, if we could have bought this at 14 cents, we'd have been making some money. So it's very comparable to what? Those alternate coins that we were talking about cryptocurrencies with. Okay. So again, before I get out of here, like I told you, two things we're going to do. We're going to go back to Sundial Growers, see if I made a profit yet. All right, there I go. So I made $1.34 and I bought 105 shares. This is 0.40% of my portfolio. My average cost was 88 cents. Okay, my market value is up. My portfolio is at 1.73, 1.8, but again, it's ticking. At any current time, this can go up and down in the market, okay? But again, all the projections were telling us what? That Sundial Growers were bound to rally, meaning that it was going to go back up again. So again, cannabis, and I'm going to tell you, pretty soon, even in these red states that we live in, like I currently live in Texas, once they adopt recreational marijuana instead of CBD, that is when I think there's going to start to have a union and have legal regulations, especially with Kamala Harris in office. She talked about legalizing marijuana. Now, I'm not promoting you toke it, smoke it, or use it, but I am promoting that I believe investing in this field could be very, very profitable. So with that being said, let's take a quick look at my portfolio. I could be up, I could be down, who knows? Let's see where I'm at. All right, I'm making a little bit of money today. I am up $118, $119. And of course, I know a lot of you guys are happy with Neo and Plug Power. They came back. Let me show you this very quickly. I think it's important. So it was about a month ago, I want to say, that Plug Power was down, right? They were way, way, way down. They would have been down to $20 per share, right? And people are like, hey man, should I sell Plug Power? I said, no, hold on to Plug Power. So as you can tell, in the past month, it went back up. So at its lowest point in this year, let's see here, Plug Power dropped down to $20, and now it's already up to $31. So again, today, Plug Power is up 5%. So when I'm looking at this, I've made my money back with Plug Power. Again, let me show you what I'm talking about. Look where I'm at when it comes to Plug Power, where my money went back to. This is the power of investing. This is the power of patience. This is the power of holding on to what you have. I am up over my regulatory percentage amount at 20%. I'm actually up 25%, and I'm making what total return is $850. Today's return is already up at $200 something. I have 134 shares, and this is 17% of my portfolio. Okay. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday to you. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. And I know my sound doesn't sound really good. I had issues with my mic this morning. But anyway, you guys have a great and wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.